Our form in the previous episode, both individually and as a team, was fantastic. We saw Wrexham win 4 matches out of the 4 that we played, climbing us to 2nd place in League 2, 6 points behind the league leaders Gillingham. But from where we started to where we are now, it was an incredible run of results. The episode also saw us pick up the August Player of the Month award, which isn't really surprising when you look at our form. 9 matches into the League 2 season, and we have an average rating of 8.73. And we are looking to continue said form into this episode, my friends. Welcome back to our My Player Career Mode here in EAFC 24. I hope that you are all doing fantastic and having an awesome day. Thank you, as always, for your support. I've got some news to bring you, and that is that we have unlocked a new playing style slot. So we can go to 3 different playing styles now than the 2 that we previously had. It does mean I have a plan, and it also means I am going to be allocating some skill points today. Although I'm not sure we will be having any boost to our overall. I think we'll still be 73 rated even after I allocate the skill points. So let me take you through the plan that I've got for this 3rd playing style slot. So recently, I went to Flair and Tiki Taka, 2 of the passing playing styles, but when I came into the 3rd one, I looked around and I was thinking, what am I going to choose next? And then I came across Dead Ball, which I assume is also set piece specialist, you could call it as well. It says here, set pieces are delivered with increased speed, curve and accuracy. Ball trajectory preview line is longer. Now, I assume that also affects free kicks. We've been taking corners recently here at Wrexham as well from time to time, so be good to have it there as well. But if it does affect free kicks, I think you know where I'm going with this and where I'm going to be putting some skill points today. So there is Dead Ball now activated on our playing styles. Over to the player growth section where you'll see what I'm going to do with the 30 skill points we have available. If we go to the shooting section, you can see free kick accuracy. So if you didn't already know where I was going with this, we are boosting our free kicks. We're going to try and have some free kick goals in this season. That's the aim. And I think if I do put some skill points into this, we shouldn't see our overall go up unless I really go into shot power as well. But I don't think I will. So I'll have a little test of this, see how many skill points I can put in without boosting my overall. And as long as we don't go to 74, I'll be happy with that. Turns out I can get all the way to 95 free kick accuracy and 68 penalties. But I think for the sake of a bit of realism, I'm not going to do that because I could go all the way to 95 and still be 73 rated. I think what I'll do is I'll only put a few skill points in, and if we start to take free kicks, once I know that we are taking them on a regular occasion, the more we score, the more points I'll be able to allocate into the free kick accuracy. I think that's the fair thing to do. So what we'll do for now is we'll take it back all the way to this very first one, which you can see boosts us to 72, and I think I'll go for 78, 79 maybe. Or should we go 75? No, we'll go 79 because I think that's okay. It gives us then still 1, 2, 3, and then 4 and 5 to be able to boost into, still to have to get our free kick accuracy up further. So, yeah. And if I do want to, I can always take points away as well. But I don't know if I'll be able to take free kicks just based on my stats alone. And as you can see, when I've come out of allocating those 5 skill points into our free kick accuracy and shot power, 79 free kicks keeps us at 73 overall. So let's find out what we've got in store today then for all of you lovely people. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode. First up, Forest Green away, then Crawley at home before Grimsby away, and then most likely MK Dons at home to follow that. 4 matches, possibly 5, depending on the time we have. If we can get to Barrow and get it into this episode, I will try. And hopefully we'll see a free kick from us today. So it's Forest Green Rovers up first. The other side I thought about starting this journey with. We opted though to go with Wrexham, and we have to beat Forest Green here to prove we made the right decision. Player to watch, Paul Mullin. We spoke about our form and our average rating. He at the moment, I believe, is at 7.9 average rating as well. Our top scorer so far this season. Interestingly enough, Stephen Fletcher, who has been in fantastic form recently, is not starting alongside Mullin today. Instead, we've got Basante and Mullin as the front 2 for Wrexham. As we're looking to break away here down this right-hand side. And as we go here, Nunez is with me. Mullin to my left. Here is that chance to now play to Paul Mullin. We will find him. He controls. Basante's giving him a run. Nearly gets the ball through. We'll hold on to it for the moment and play it out to the left-hand side. Here is James McLean. Inside for Cannon. Cannon now for Wrexham. Tried to play the back heel and gave it straight back to Forest Green Rovers. Poor in the end by Cannon. Ford into the feet of O'Connell. O'Connell will go long. Looking for Basante. Great header there from him. Mullen sends it into my path. We've got Ford over on the right. We'll give him the pass and continue our run further. He will now find us. Mullen looking to get away through the middle. Paul Mullen controls. Handball surely on Moore Taylor. It's got to be given. It is given. And Wrexham have a penalty. You could see, as we're getting transfer confirmed, Gerard Moreno going to Sevilla. I don't know why we're being told that, because it doesn't affect us anyway. Penalty kick here. Hang on. Hang on a minute. What? The only way this is not a penalty is if Mullen controls with his hand first, which we're about to see. Oh, he does. He does. He controls with his hand, and then it ends up hitting the arm of the Forest Green defender. So, it's not a penalty. It's a free kick. 3 minutes to go until the break, and Wrexham on the ball, but unable to find a way through this resilient Forest Green Rovers defence, who will have been watching the recent fixtures and we'll know exactly how good we are on the attack. Ford's ball in, looking for Mullen. Headed away by Moore Taylor. Brown helps it further forwards, and that will take us into the break. Forest Green have done their research. They haven't offered away in an attack yet, but defensively been sound and stopped Wrexham from creating, which has been something we've done very, very well recently. Garrick, left-hand side. Forest Green trying to put a cross in. They go to Stevens. Garrick's found him brilliantly. Now Brown with the effort. Blocked by O'Connell. It's going to be handball. Oh, the only way they were going to score today was through a penalty given like this, because Forest Green haven't really come out of their shell defensively, and then a long shot, a hopeful long shot from the edge of the penalty area, and it's led to a penalty. Oh, even more frustrating when you look at the one that I thought we had earlier with Mullen, but he ends up handling the ball before we get that penalty, and Taylor scores. It's a phenomenal penalty. Oh man, 24 minutes left. Forest Green score. There's my celebration, by the way. Forest Green score. And like I say, it was really the only way they were going to score, from either a penalty or a set piece, because from open play, they haven't offered much. High press trying to be applied by Wrexham here, but Forest Green at the moment calm and play their way out brilliantly. Brown over on the left. He'll play it back the way of Bernard. And we've got 13 minutes left of this game to try and salvage a draw, which is not looking too likely with Forest Green coming forward down this left-hand side now. Boyle blocks. Oh, you have to be joking. I mean, honestly, it's another penalty. How is it? Oh my goodness, I can't even complain because it is a penalty as well. What is he doing? Arms up there like that. Why? I actually can't quite believe we might go 2-0 down here. They've had the penalties and that's it. Taylor confidently steps up again. It's 2-0 Forest Green. This is insane. And the worst part is, I don't think we can have any complaints about either penalty, because I do think they're both handballs. There's no reason for that second penalty there for his arms to be up the way it is. So, first one maybe a bit unlucky, where the shot comes through, strikes on the arm, and it's heading goal bound, so you have to kind of give it. That one, I just don't know what we're doing, to be honest. So, 7 minutes to go, and the form that we've been in recently is going to come to a halt here today due to 2 penalties that Forest Green have been given, and nothing really else to show for what they've got their result here. I mean, Tozer's done well there, but the time is really not on our side, so if we do want a way back, we've got to do it now. Basante, Paul Mullen ahead of him. He finds the ball out wide now to Davies. Davies inside to myself. Mullen continues the run. We instead play Basante. Basante! Wide! That was a great chance not taken, and sums up Wrexham's day here. Stevens, Bernard. Imagine now a third penalty as the cross could come in. Stevens edge of the penalty area into Taylor. Taylor, who's on a hat-trick. Shot is blocked behind by O'Connell. It's a corner ball for Forest Green Rovers. Let's get a third penalty, lads. Why not? I'm only joking. Please don't give them a third penalty. Garrick, all the way back. Bunker, now Moore Taylor, turning away, finding Holland. Holland, back the way of Stevens. It's Tozer. And for a second, I genuinely thought another penalty had been given. But no, it's full time. Forest Green 2, Wrexham 0. It really wasn't a 2-0 game, though. Also, if you're wondering why Ollie Palmer hasn't been starting, I don't know. He's still at the club, but he just hasn't been starting. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strikers here at Wrexham, which is too many. We don't need 8 strikers. We play a 2-striker formation. Yeah, and we have 8 players fighting for the 2 spots. And today, Basante joins Mullin again up top. So no place for Stephen Fletcher or for Ollie Palmer. We'll call that Forest Green Rovers result a bump in the road because we were brilliant previously. And then that one there, again, I don't think we should have lost it 2-0. But the fact is we have lost it 2-0. So we can't change that. Look to bounce back here against Crawley. Now Ford has got space to run into down the right-hand side. Wrexham looking for a way forwards. Mullin inside by Ford. Mullin's gone down the right. It's a great chance to put a cross in from Paul Mullin here. And he goes towards the edge of penalty area. Our header's there. I felt I had to take it on because I was getting too close to the defender. And as we do head it goalwards, it wasn't far away. But, I mean, the cross didn't do much favour for us because I don't think I should have been the target that Mullin was aiming for. He had 2 other better options, in my opinion, in the box. Regardless, it is a chance for Wrexham. And it was good to see us getting on the front foot early on. Chance for us to put a corner then with this dead ball style we've got on. The playing style we added. Can we get a good delivery from the corner? It's there to be won and it's cleared away, but the ball will be recycled by Wrexham. A chance again to put a cross in. This time we go a little bit wider. Maguire blocks. Handball? No, it was never going to be given, was it? That was just me trying my luck after what we saw against Forest Green. O'Connell. Now Tunnicliffe. Tunnicliffe into our feet. Ford over on the right. There's that pass towards him. Wrexham. Ford goes back the way of Evans, given away, and I didn't ask Evans to play that pass. I wonder, though, why Ford played it to him in the first place. And this has not been the Wrexham we have been seeing recently. That ball goes back the way of Darcy. I had to be so careful I didn't take him out there. And again, I'm going to try and make sure. What a save! What a save by Okawonko. Hopefully I've said his name right. Oh, it's so poor. It's so poor. Kelly's in. Okonkwo. That's how you say it. Okonkwo. Brilliant save. Absolutely brilliant to keep Wrexham at 0-0. We are dropping so much more deeper than I would like us to than we have been in previous fixtures in this one. But it's a mistake by Crawley! And Cannon's there to tap home from a great ball across the face of goal. And Wrexham, I'm going to say this now, against the run of play, have taken the lead. And it started down the left from a massive touch. I've seen this a few times now. I don't know if it's the AI have been programmed to do this or whether or not it's a bug. But there's a few times where they take a huge touch and then they give away possession because of it. Sometimes it works. Most times it doesn't. We profit from that. Ball goes across and Cannon has an easy job of tapping in. But as I say, Wrexham, we're dropping far, far deeper than we have been in previous games before we really put a challenge in. And it's then meaning we're having to work even harder to get the ball forwards. Maybe it's just the way that Crawley are playing, but we have not been the better side here. And although we don't deserve to be ahead, we are. Grant. Now to Darcy. Darcy has got Sawyer on the left. He's gone back inside the way of Darcy. I'm trying to make sure there's no shot for him. Finds Kelly. We're forcing them to play sideways or backways. Sideways or backways? Sideways or backwards. That's what I meant to say. Here is Lollis. Shot coming in. Oh! It's in. And now I look stupid after saying sideways and backwards as sideways and backways. And now I have to keep it in the video. Well done me. What a fool. Anyway, Lolos is no fool. He smashed that home. Hopefully that gave you a laugh anyway. Oh man, it's 1-1. What a finish. Wrexham free kick we're taking. I'll go short to O'Connell. 4 minutes left of the 90 here. James McLean finds Mendy. I'm trying to stay on side here if possible. Mendy goes back to McLean. McLean to Evans. Evans finds Davies. Davies finds Mullin. Mullin with a strike and a die tips it round his post. Big save from the Crawley goalkeeper. A fantastic save as well. We'll go short for the corner, but Evans will put it in towards James McLean. It's straight over and out here for Tunnicliffe. Tunnicliffe, O'Connell. O'Connell can't hold off the challenge of Kelly. It's one back by Crawley. And the chance is now wasted. And a break could be on for Crawley Town. As we're trying to get back and make sure there is nothing, we will do exactly that. Now Evans, 30 seconds left. Mullin, Fletcher ahead of him. Stephen Fletcher, it's now or never for Crawley, for Wrexham, sorry. As we play it across, there's Davies! It is a woeful finish, but Wrexham will win it. It is so undeserved for Crawley Town to lose this game. But Wrexham do not go down without a fight. We saw it twice previously against Swansea, against Wimbledon. We fight to the end and the reward is there. Wrexham 2, Crawley 1. I'm putting my commentary today as well. I'm a little bit tired, I won't lie. Oh my goodness, it should not have gone in. With the backways and sidewards comment I made earlier, I'm putting that down to a bit of tiredness as well. For a second, I said Crawley were on the attack. It was not. It was Wrexham, and Wrexham score, and we will win our second game of today. Following the disappointment of the first defeat, we're back to winning ways here. And there you go, full time. And yeah, let's move on. Match 3, big win there for us in a game we didn't play very well in. Next up is Grimsby away, and Fletcher is back into the starting 11. I've also changed a few things with our pro. New boots and a few other changes you might notice during the game as well. Tunnicliffe back towards O'Connell. O'Connell finds his way out to Young. There is a press put on by Grimsby, but Wrexham look to have played out of the press. Before I could win the ball, it's there for Young. Now Mullin. Mullin will find Fletcher. Fletcher has got good strength to hold off the challenge. Now Cannon, we are the furthest player forwards, with now Mullin ahead of us. Paul Mullin! Good save, Eastwood. Thought that was going to be the opening goal of the game. Not quite just yet, though. Corner ball for Wrexham. Sent in. There to be won. Not sure who got the final touch, but there's Boyle's header back in. Over the bar and out of play for a goal kick. Young. Now to Cannon. Cannon will find my feet. Space for us to work here. And we'll go to McLean. Left-hand side. James McLean. And I'm giving him the option back if he wants to use me. He goes down the left. McLean does then try to find that pass back, but he gave away the ball too easily. We get a touch on it, and we don't actually get away with the ball. How on earth have we not come away with that? Good defending in the end, though. We will have to concede a throw. But we've done enough to stop the Grimsby attack, and I was slightly unfortunate that we didn't get back on the ball when we initially made the challenge. We will do so now. Advantage played by the referee. Final minute of this first half, plus injury time to go. Young, forward to Fletcher. Fletcher to Mullin. Mullin sees my run, does play it now. McLean's here on the left. Here is James McLean. This is a great chance for Wrexham. McLean cuts it back. We're there. Can we shoot on the right foot? We do. It's off the outside of the post. And out for the goal kick in half-time. Oh! And as I say, controlled the game, but we didn't have a lot of chances to show for it. But we know that Wrexham fight to the very end. We've seen it. The previous fixture, we've seen it a few times this season. So we will go until the final whistle is sounded and keep looking to find that chance to put us in front. Here is Ford. Now goes back the way of Tunnicliffe into my feet. I've seen the run on the left-hand side. Look to switch the play out to McLean. It's a good ball, but there's still work to do for a chance. As Mullin finds Cannon. Cannon finds Fletcher. Fletcher now then. Shot in and goalkeeping. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say about it. Yeah. It is not good. Stephen Fletcher scores. Wrexham are in front. It looked like when I switched the play out to the left-hand side, the chance had kind of gone because I thought I would actually get McLean down the left wing and actually set us up with a chance to cross, but the ball sort of just went behind and went backwards towards him, so he had to kind of reposition and bring it down. But then even when the ball finds Fletcher, we still shouldn't score. Fletcher does. Wrexham lead, we'll take it. Ford, we're ahead of him. Here's that ball towards us. Go back for Ford. Challenge came in, missed the ball completely. Now Mullin. Mullin will find our feet. Fletcher's through the middle. It's a good challenge to stop him. It's a poor ball out though, and Stephen Fletcher will make it too. Wrexham put Grimsby under pressure. It's a game of mistakes from the home side, though, as to why they're losing this. And I'll say this about them, Grimsby, for how well they're doing this season. I think they're in the top 8 at the moment. They're on 17 points, not too far behind us. You wouldn't be able to tell that with the mistakes that they're making in this game. Another poor moment from them. And Fletcher makes them pay for his second of the game. Fletcher over the top for Mullin to chase, and Paul Mullin will oblige. Goes back to Cannon. Now to Fletcher. Fletcher to Mullin. Mullin. We've made this outside run on the right. Instead, he plays Fletcher. Fletcher now finds us. It's a great ball. I can see back post is Cannon. And it's a simple enough task to play the ball across and find the finish. And whilst Grimsby have been at fault for the first 2, this one was just Wrexham at their best. Clifton, Grimsby. This could be their moment to find a goal. As Tunnicliffe gets back to make the challenge. And for once, it's Wrexham with some poor clearances. And our blushes are spared by the brilliance of Okonkwo, who makes another save to add to his impressive day today. He hasn't had a lot to do in this particular game, but he was good against Crawley, as I've just fallen over in the goal there. He was good against Crawley, and he's just made a fantastic save there. Hollowhan, that's a nice ball. Rose! Okonkwo again is there, and we will keep it in play to to stop the ball from going out from a corner. It's been a strong finish from Grimsby, to be fair to them, but where was this in the rest of the game? If they'd have done this, it might have been a different story. We are very tired here as we go down the right-hand side, so I will look to cut back in and just not use all my energy, preserve some ahead of the next game. Now Mullin, Fletcher's there, but Mullin's going to go all the way, though. Mullin's going all the way. Eastwood saves, but it was far too easily for Paul Mullin there to be able to find that chance. We will have a corner to finish for Wrexham. Into the box, Glennon away. It's there for Mullin. Mullin finds us. We will find Tozer. Tozer goes for goal. Eastwood saves. Ball's there for Fletcher, but he can't quite reach it. And that will be full time, my friends. Wrexham 3, Grimsby 0. The final score here. Gillingham have finally lost a game, but they are still top by 4 points, even after their defeat. Stockport, I think, are the only side still unbeaten in League 2. They've had a number of draws, though, which is why they're not at the top of the table. You can see, out of their 12 games, they've actually had 7 draws, Stockport. But yeah, when do we actually play Gillingham? Because that could be a game to watch out for, because we need to win that just to take the points back off them, especially if they keep doing what they're doing. We play them in December. It's on the 9th of December, so quite a way away. Still training, still getting our XP, and we have just hit level 17, so that takes us to 31 skill points. Again, not going to be using those just yet, but we do have MK Dons as our next game, and with us moving to second in the league there, we are only a point ahead of the 3 below us, actually. It might even be more, from what we can see. 22 points for Stockport, Doncaster and Barrow. They're very much with us. So let's keep momentum going, win this game here, and we are expected to win. The team news is in. Fletcher, Mullin up front. Happy to see those two starting. And Okonkwo in goal. He's been brilliant in the previous 2 fixtures. Here is Norman for MK Dons, over on the right. Crossing opportunity, Tunnicliffe does well. Now McLean has it, and after putting our skill points into our free kick stats, Wrexham haven't won a free kick, so I don't know if I would be taking them, or if Paul Mullin would still be on them, and he scored a fantastic free kick against Swansea in the Carabao Cup tie, remember, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him still being on free kicks, but I would like to know whether or not I would get an opportunity to take one now. Got to win a free kick first. Here is Fletcher, good strength to hold off the challenge. Now Mullin has got a pass out to the left-hand side here, and he will use that pass out to James McLean. McLean will find us. Quick 1-2 to get him back on the ball. As he tried to release me down the left-hand side, passed it straight at the MK Dons player. And then the chance to play forward goes. Scrappy first half here. I've not played well. Wrexham haven't played well. Neither of MK Dons. It only gets better from this point, though, my friends. Hopefully, anyway, just not for them. Lecco's in the box. McLean wins it back. Having to drop deeper here to try and get on the ball because MK Dons are not letting me pick up my usual spaces that I like to, just in behind the 2 strikers. So we're having to kind of dictate the play from a lot deeper. The ball out wide here, looking for the run of McLean. He controls, now finds Cannon. Cannon, chance to put a cross in, looks to play it backwards. Tucker heads away, who will be favourite to get on the end of this? Mullin now has it, I believe. A free kick will be given, though, to MK Dons for a handball. And that sums up how this first half has been. Very, very scrappy from both sides. So I'm going to have to find a way of impacting the game in a different way. Because as I say, MK Dons are not allowing me to pick up those spots in behind the 2 strikers that we like to do. Evans, one of my midfield partners. The space over on the right for Ford. Switcher plays there. Ford controls. Now finds Fletcher. Fletcher into my path. Shooting chance was on. We took it. And McGilvery will save. Devoy. Lovely ball out wide here to Norman. Norman goes back to Lewington. And MK Dons having a good spell of possession here. McLean gets a touch. But it will be an MK Dons corner for us to defend. Fletcher's going off. And I am at the near post to defend this. Basante has come on for Fletcher. It goes deep the corner towards Tucker off the bar. MK Dons close to a goal there. Tucker's header back off the woodwork. And Wrexham survive for the moment. Here is Ford. 8 minutes to go. Now Basante. Basante on the turn. Has to play me. We've gone out wide one more towards McLean. And the cross could be on for James McLean to send it. Delivery's not there. We've won the header though. The follow-up header. The ball is there to be won again. And surely we will. We do. And I was looking out to this left-hand side, realised McLean wasn't there for the moment, so now we hold on to the ball, and we go inside towards Paul Mullin. I'll be honest, don't know what I just did there. Here is Cannon. Cannon now then. He's got to either put the cross in or find me so I can cross it. He does neither, and in the end he loses it. And that's the chance gone for Wrexham. As I said, I don't know what I was doing with the pass there. I did not mean to do that side pass. It was a flare pass, which I do have to actually do a few of those for the objectives, but I just keep forgetting, so maybe I'll just do a few here and there per game, but In the end, it looks like we are going to be held to a 0-0 draw here by MK Dons, unless there is one final moment in this game for us here at Wrexham, and there is! We are a match winner, and we've done it again late on. We love a late goal at Wrexham. It's going to be Wrexham 1, MK Dons 0. You can't write this. The way our career's going here at Wrexham, we're turning into a bit of a hero. In the final moments, the final kick of the game pretty much. It breaks the hearts of MK Dons, who had put up a valiant fight to pick up a draw here today. But they come away empty-handed. We pop up in the final seconds, side foot the ball home, and it is Wrexham who take the points from this game. And as soon as the game is back underway, you expect the referee's whistle. Davies is coming on, and as soon as this ball does get kicked, there you go. It is full time. Wrexham 1, MK Dons 0 here. And I believe we've been given Player of the Month again. I will check this in the news, but that could be back-to-back Player of the Month awards. Let me have a look. We are now into October, I think. And yes, we're Player of the Month again. 2 months in a row here with Wrexham. And we are recognised for good form for September this time. We had the August one previously, but that's 2 out of 2 now for us. And if we look at the standings by the end of today, we are still second, 4 points away from Gillingham, who did just win again. We've got a 2-point gap to Forest Green, and then a 3-point gap to Doncaster and Barrow, who are 4th and 5th. Top 3 get promotion, remember, so we need to finish in the top 3 to take Wrexham up to League 1. And that is the aim that we have got. If I scroll down, you'll see how the rest of the teams are faring here in League 2. But for us, it's all about that promotion battle. That's our concentration now. Next episode, we will start with Barrow away before we take on Tranmere. Accrington Stanley will probably sim the EFL Trophy game against Crewe. Maybe sim the FA Cup, not yet sure, and then possibly play Salford. We'll see. But I hope you've been enjoying the series so far. If you did enjoy this episode, a like would be greatly appreciated. I'm going to set an ambitious like target still of 1,000 likes. That would be incredible. I want to try and keep this series daily for all of you lovely people, so expect another episode tomorrow. But please note, I am attending university and working alongside making these videos. So yeah, life is busy. So if there's ever a day where I don't upload, I apologise. But I am going to try and keep these episodes daily for as long as all of you lovely people continue to enjoy them. So until next time, stay safe, have a great day, have a great evening, look after each other. And I'll see you all back here tomorrow with more action of my player with Wrexham. Adios!